Well, good morning and welcome to Evergreen. Now's the time to sit back and relax, hear about all the awesome things that are happening in the life of our church. Easter at Evergreen is coming soon. Easter services will be a great opportunity for you to invite some friends and family to one of 3 services over 2 days. Saturday night, April the 20th at 6 p.m. and Sunday, April 21st at 9:15 and 11 a.m. Baptisms will be held at each of our 3 services, and you can sign up to be baptized at Info Central right after the service. The Evergreen Workday is only 2 weeks away, and we would love your help. There are a number of tasks that we are planning to get done to make our church grounds more beautiful than ever. Some of the jobs are putting in new parking lot wheel stops, trimming bushes, weeding and raking the garden beds, as well as cutting down and planting some brand new trees. In other words, there's something for everyone. So sign up today at Info Central right after the service, or just go ahead and use one of the connection cards in the seat pockets in front of you. Put your name on it and place it in the offering basket as it passes you by in just a few moments. On April the 10th at 7 p.m, we'll be holding a special night of worship and prayer with a focus on Lent. This will be an excellent opportunity to escape the daily grind and refocus on God's best for each of our lives. Kid care will be available for birth through kindergarten. Well, last week, many of us here experienced a great message from Pastor Rick Sawchuk. During his message, Rick mentioned a 10-week program for men called the Conquer Series, which will be starting at Evergreen on April the 3rd. Here's a short video about that program.
Pornography and sexual sin affects everyone. I remember when I first viewed my first pornographic image was in 5th grade. On my way home from school, a boy showed me Playboy. And it wasn't until later that it took a root in my life and it became a pattern. It became a ritual. And I took that into my marriage. I took that into my ministry. I didn't know the impact of what pornography had on my life. I always thought I could quit at any time, like every other guy who's struggling with it. Conquer Series brought all that out in me, understanding where my mind was, what was going on with my mind, what was going on with my life and my relationships and the impact it had. Wow. Then I was able to understand the healing that God wanted for me, and then I received it, and then I applied it, and then I was able to live it. You know, the great thing about this, now I lead them. And I've seen hundreds of men go through the Conquer Series discovering what I first discovered: freedom, hope, and even peace, and confidence to stand tall and take one step at a time in recovery and freedom. See, God wants you to learn. He wants you to be aware. He wants you to be informed. But then all of a sudden, you're going to have an opportunity. One, to make a change in your own life, or have the tools to help somebody else make the change in their life. God wants freedom for all guys. We don't have to live in this bondage anymore. That freedom, I wouldn't exchange it for anything. It's what God has for me for the rest of my life.
You can sign up and register discreetly by going on the Evergreen app, which you can find on iTunes or on the Play Store, completing the registration form. If you have questions, please contact Dean at hdeanlee@gmail.com. That's hdeanlee@gmail.com. Next week, Anne kicks off a brand new series on marriage and commitment. You don't want to miss it. We'll see you next week.